I'd been attacked in Sadanaga about 20 times now. Half of those times she just blasted me with both shotguns at the same time, just like this time. Otherwise, she used traps or fades to corner me, then finished me off. So, she had no idea how to handle a situation in which I survived her first shotgun blasts.
いや、ってのは、ずいぶん僕の、僕の方がずっと嫌だよ。何度も殺されてさ。
Honestly, not even I'd expected to find a bulletproof vest in that convenience store. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The clerk is God. She's just conjuring shit out of nothing.
It didn't. All right. No, I feel like I have I feel like I'm noticing something here, but I don't have enough evidence to back it up yet. Anyway, it didn't protect me completely though. It just kept my torso from being blown to pieces. My rib cage was shattered, and the internal injuries were undoubtedly fatal. Still, I had enough life in me to catch her off guard and fight back.
Chiemi-chan, どうやって死にたい?
Oh man, this was so satisfying. What'll I do next time though? What would she do to me after this?
Oh no, is he getting off on this?
Would this just continue forever? This might have been an actual dead end.
まったく邪魔くさいな。
And this is the loop where they both go completely bonzo and kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
End of the line for me this time. She could still breathe? My consciousness faded at about the same time as they delivered the final attack. The next loop came. I entered Yasumizu through Sadanaga and encountered Chiemi just like always. This time was different though. She didn't have any weapons. Chiemi didn't attack me or run. She just vacantly looked at nothing in particular.
はじめまして、芹沢千恵美さん。
I sat down next to her.
はじめまして、久石春明さん。
What a mechanical response. Saying each other's names on our first encounter had become common practice since we'd started sharing memories of the loops. However, neither of us said anything more this time. It was awkward. It felt like we just had a fight. Well, not like we hadn't.
何怒ってるの?
Yeah, you're supposed to die.
怒る筋合いなんてないし。
だよね。でも怒ってる。
邪魔はひどいよ。
Aw.
そっちこそ、ここで涙目はずるい。
You killed me 63 times.
一回やり返しただけで。
殺し方に愛がなかった。
すごいこと言うな。まあ、愛を込めて殺したつもりはないし、君がそうしてたって言われても、ちょっと困るけど。
わかってる。わかってるけどさ。私、はしゃいでたな。あなたを殺してる間、閉塞感から目を背けてられた。何度だって殺せるし、何度だって何でもできる相手。だから許してくれるって。それは最低だったと思う。ごめん。前ので気づいたんだ。私は確かに邪魔をしてたけど、春明さんは自分の行動を自分の目的としか見てないって。
どういうこと？
私たちの目的じゃないんだって。
Oh.
春明さんの中で私はただの脇役で。
Yo, getting meta all up in here.
Actual development though, like I'm here for this.
あれはちょっとイライラして言っただけだよ。
No, you didn't, bud.
No, don't lie. Yeah.
Yeah, Chiemi.
嘘ばっかりだ。ようやく分かったんだよ。私はあなたが怖い。神様よりあなたが怖い。 あなたに傷つけられるのが、殺されるのが、その冷たい目で射抜かれるのが、何よりも怖い。それくらい私あなたを好き。
Okay. So I know early on we had a major complaint that like they were falling for each other really quickly. Like she only knew him for days. This actually recontextualizes a lot of those earlier meetings.
Yeah.
Because yeah, she's been through this hundreds of times now, and now since we kind of just did that fast forward through like 100 other more like another 100 or so loops, like yeah, they're fighting this ridiculous thing together. I could actually see this relationship be believable now.
Yeah, but at the same time, they've done so many fucked up things together, and like she just spent what the past 63 loops blasting him away on sight. There's no way they can be together. This is like the most unhealthy of relationships. They need to solve this problem and move the fuck on.
Yeah, I mean, well, let's see how this goes. So.
Yeah.
好きだから怖い。怖いから好き。好きだから殺したい。殺したいほど好き。私がおかしいのは分かってるけど、その中で分かったのは、やっぱり私はあなたのことが好き。でもその思いはきっと一方通行で、あなたは持ってない。殺しがなくてもそれは同じだった。そうでしょ、春明さん。はやめて。あなたは嘘をつくとき必ず
Oh shit.
Oh.
召し上がらないの？
結構アレルギーあるんで。
Oh my god.
僕がもうやったからとは。
口から出任せですよ。不思議系の物言いって結構言いくるめやすいんです。名前は久石春明。東京で大学院生やってます。
Wait, was even that a lie?
あなたは
Wait, what?
学生？医者？探偵？それとも本物の殺人鬼？もう何もわからない。あなたを好きだし、殺したいし、怖いし、もっと近づきたいし、逃げたいし、一つになりたいし、あなたの全てが欲しいけど、あなたはそれを望んでないことだけは分かってる。でもその先も分からない。ただあなたと殺し合ってれば怖いけど幸せかもしれない。ここが地獄だと思ってたけど。
I mean, it is.
本当は天国なのかな？
No.
No, I pushed her into the river.
Oh god.
何するの？
Oh no. Shoujo bubbles. Why?
I do like this mental image of them sitting together on a rock, just staring at the river, and like he like leans, like lifts his hand, like he's gonna put his arm around her, and then he just pushes her into the river.
That is very good, actually. Yes.
Like just staring forward, like just blankly. Yep.
Yep. She fell into the shoujo.
Oh, he kissed her.
何するの？
キスですが？
その前の突き飛ばしたことを言ってる。
いや、とりあえず僕を数十回ぶち殺しておいて何言ってんだこいつと思ったので一度かわしておかないとって。
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah. You just killed me like 60 something times. Now you're saying that you love me? Fucking cool off.
Yeah.
とりあえず復唱。人の嫌がることをしない。
人の嫌がることをしない。
Actually, I do have to say, Haruaki has been incredibly patient with her. Like, he's not even pissed or anything. He's just like, okay, let's let's move on.
ごめんなさい。
で、一応あれを愛情表現として振り返ってみましたが、僕も君のことは嫌いじゃない。頭がおかしいところもお気に入りだ。
そうじゃない。騙されない。じゃあなんで記憶を共有してからちえみって呼び捨てにしてくれなかったの？
気づいてたか？
気 気づいてたと思う。
好きなのと男女として付き合うかどうかは別だからだよ。僕らはお互いに好きだと思うけど、多分相性はかなり悪い。いや、僕と君が一緒になれば二人でどんどん狂っていけてしまうと思う。もしここから出てもね。
Okay.
まあ多少おかしくても生きていける社会は存在するけど、僕も君も多分頭がまともな相手を見つけるべきだ。それに僕は君以外にも義理を持ってしまったから。
リカコさん？
ああ、それにハルちゃんだ。
いつの間にそんな。
君が自殺した後だよ。
まあいいや。要は私以外のどっちかを選ぼうって言うんだ。今は二人とも春明さんのことを知りもしないのに。
そうじゃない。ただ二人には結局ひどくかわいそうな死に目を見せてしまった。そんな彼女たちに対して僕が一方的に罪悪感やら、次こそは幸せにしたいやら、そんな感情を持ってしまっていて、そんな状態で君を彼女にするのは不誠実だろ。
そんな状態で水中に押し倒してキスするのはどう考えても不誠実でしょ。
今のでこれまでの殺人は全部チャラだ。
じゃあいいけど。私の唇でチャラになるの？
実にいいお味でした。ああ、思い出した。君があの時出したクイズ。
Geez, that was 100 goddamn years ago.
エロエロだってのだけ不正解だ。この生娘。
バカ。
Yeah, I agree with Hillary. It's weird. This is messy, but it's an interesting kind of messy. Like,
yeah,
I don't hate this. I'm not like immediately like retching.
Yeah, no, I'm not hating this anymore either. And also, I feel like the power imbalance is really leveled out.
Yes.
Yeah.
でもって初めてになってよ。
ああ、これだこれ。求めてたのはなんて嬉し恥ずかしなんだ。
It sustains me.
癒される。
だったら
ダメだよ。でないと君はこのループ地獄の中で幸せになってしまう。
Oh my god, he denied Boner-san! He denied Boner-san! Oh my god, I don't even know what to do anymore!
Impressive character growth of them all. Holy shit.
私はそれでもいい。
いいもんか。君は最初はそんなじゃなかったはずだ。
Boner-san was like, yes, at last! And Haruaki was like, no! He told Boner-san no!
Punches himself in the dick.
人間を歪める。僕だってこれまで何回かそれを意識したことがあった。必要のために我慢はできても、死ぬのは痛いし苦しいし嫌だ。これから永遠にここを回り続けて、僕らは永遠に死に続ける。時にいつまでも君への好きって気持ちを持ち続けられる自信はないよ。それは君だって否定できないはずだ。ループが続く限り、僕らは寿命で死ぬこともない。記憶だけがどんどん蓄積されていく。そこでお互いを憎み合ってごらん。ここは本当に正真正銘の地獄になる。
This is actually like sound logic, and also I kind of dig that like before he has any type of like final feelings towards her or anything, he has to resolve the shit with Rikako and Haru and just kind of like give them closure, and he's growing up, it seems.
Yeah, no, it's like he absolutely understands that he can't do any of the fun things he wants to do until he figures out how to end the loop.
Yeah. And also even pointing out that like we're both kind of crazy and either absolutely terrible for each other or too good for one another, but we can't figure that out before we figure this out.
Yep.
やだよ。
ちえみちゃんは泣き虫だな。
うるさい。サイコパス。
A murderer just called me a psychopath. Anyway.
You are, buddy.
I try to stay
That's
honest
okay.
from now
だ
on.
からまだ見えない出口を当てにして君と付き合うことはしない。
Thus I said it.
これって失恋かな。
うん。
とはつかない。
つかない。
ああ、春秋さん、いっぱい殺してごめんね。
もうチャラだよ。ちえみちゃんを一回ものすごく残虐になぶり殺してごめんね。
怖かった。
ごめん。
邪魔でごめんね。
言い方悪かったよ。
Oh my god, they're both growing. Oh my god, Theresa, it's happening.
It's happening. It's finally happening.
I'm actually like proud of this kid.
We suspected that the writers had the chops for this. They just, like, for some reason, like, the male-female divide of these two characters was just not allowing it because, you know, insert tab A into slot B and all that. But, like, they're doing it.
They're doing it.
And Takumi isn't anywhere in sight. Oh, Takumi.
I know. My biggest... I had hoped that they had the chops for that. It's just, I've been burned so many times before. You know?
Yeah. Well, you know, the scene hasn't concluded, so maybe we're counting our eggs or what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
構ってくれること自体は嬉しいんだけどさ。
Perv.
本当？
本当だよ。君は本当。殺すとか付き合うとかについて。
Yeah, figure that shit out. Because when the looping starts, when the looping stops, it should probably be date.
It would be wild if they solve the loop and she immediately blows his head off.
I've decided I want to kill you.
I'd actually be down with that ending.
So would I, actually. Holy shit.
何が何だかわからなくなってきちゃった。全部忘れたいな。
二人して首吊り松のところから皿長に飛び込もうか。
This is awful. Let's go kill ourselves.
なぜそんな。
頭打って嫌なこと全部忘れられるかも。
She forgets this whole conversation. She goes right back to killing you. Good job, Haruaki.
Yeah, whoops, fuck that up. We really might have been insane. Or maybe that can be said about everyone who is in love.
下見えないね。
Oh my god, are they seriously doing it?
They're doing it.
そうだね。
落ちたらちゃんと死ねるかな。
さすがに死ねるんじゃないかな。
岩の出っ張ったとことかに引っかかったらずっと死ねずに苦しむんじゃないかな。
じゃあどうすればいいと思いますか、ちえみさんは。
しっかり抱き合って落ちればだいたい同じところに落ちるんじゃないかな。
ロマンチシストめ。
I would laugh if, like, they turned in the air and, like, she landed on him and he just died. And she
That'd be pretty funny, yeah.
あれ？
どうしたの？
This inappropriate moment. I realized something.
いや、今こう思ったんだ。落ちるとき、
Oh
my god!
最悪僕が下になって確実に地面に激突して死ねるようにしようって。
わお、かばってくれる。
Wow.
でもそれ頭ぶつけて全部忘れる計画的には逆効果じゃないかな。
いや、そうじゃなくて。
そうじゃないのか。
僕が死ねば巻き戻るからってそう考えてた。
いやいや、それはおかしい。私が死ねば巻き戻るんだよ。
そう、それ。僕らはちょっとすごく初歩的なところで誤解したままいろんな話を進めていたぞ。僕視点で見れば僕が死んだ後の記憶は当然ないし、振り出しに戻るのは一瞬だ。でも考えてみれば君の視点でだって死んだら即座に振り出しに戻るわけだよね。死んでる間は意識がないから。
そうだね。というか、そうだよ。私が死んだ後のこととか普通に語ってるからあれって思ったんだよ、さっき。
Exactly. We talked about loops in which either of us weren't present, but we still don't know the condition that actually causes the loop to reset.
僕は自分が死んだら後のことは全てなかったことにな
Oh, I
ると
see
思っ
where
て
he's
た。
going.
私も。でもそうじゃないのは私たち自身が証明してる。
じゃあ世界はいつ巻き戻るんだ？
私たちの振り出しみたいに特定の日が折り返し地点なんじゃない？ 春明さん、最長いつまで生きた
？4日で宴が終わって数日だから10日とか2週間とかじゃないか？いや、待てよ。なんかもっともっとずっと長い間生きてられたような気もする。
私はせいぜい1週間くらいだな。でも逆にずっと先、例えば今から1年後とかに強制発動するのかも。
ああ、僕らが死んだ後はいくら時が経ってても当然僕らには認識できないからな。
はあ。
そうそう、最悪数兆年経って世界が一回滅びてから巻き戻ってるのかも。
可能性はゼロじゃないが、そんな壮大な規模の話じゃないと思う。この事件には黒幕がいると分かってる。黒幕は怪物復活を成就するためにこの巻き戻りを起こしている。そうなると失敗したら即座に巻き戻るような仕組みになっていると考えるべき。
うん、確かに。
そうなると僕らが生きていたとしても黒幕が失敗したら巻き戻りが発生することを意味する。そういうことはなかった？死んだかどうかもわからないのになぜか巻き戻ったことが。
あった。香織さんの暴走で私がたまたま生き延びて外に出て。
僕もある。藤吉に移住しようとして駐在のおっさんに絡まれて追い返された時とかだ。
というかちょっと前に2人でバイク直して速攻逃げた時もそんな感じだったじゃん。
忘れてた。
ひどい。
もちろん霧の中で事故っただけかもしれないが、それにしちゃ記憶が曖昧だ。ここだけ覚えてないのは不自然。巻き戻りを起こすトリガーは他にある。
これ今夢なんだよね。誰の夢なの？
I just thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know who the mastermind is.
Yes.
Okay. Follow my logic here.
Okay. Logic me, bro.
Okay. So, when that monster showed up, there were only a few people left. Mako, Haruaki, we had just killed Mochi.
Yeah, Rikako was still
Rikako
alive.
went off to pray.
Yes.
What if Rikako's the other mastermind?
Oh.
Like, what if whatever she did summoned that thing? Like, she has this power to take in the corruption that's kind of like unexplainable. Like,
yeah.
where does that go? Like, there's the big bucket of tainted blood, whatever. Or like, excuse me, with the Yomibito. But like, she clearly has some supernatural power aside from looping, which is the primary like thing here. And also, there's been a couple of things that have bothered me. The fact that when we first arrived here, very, very first loop, when we walked outside of the dorm after we spent the night there, Rikako was there just staring at us. Remember? We saw her.
She sure was.
Yep. Then when we came in from Kamifujiyoshi with the reporters, she was standing in the field as if she was waiting for us.
Yes, you're right. Why was she doing that?
She's the one dreaming. That has to be, like, that's the only thing that makes it, because no one else was alive when the monster showed up. It was Mako, Haruaki, and Rikako. Everyone else was dead.
Yeah.
And she survived the second loop. Well, wait, hold on. No, the second loop, she died. We came back and found her dead, and Nosato, Kyunosuke, was losing his mind. He saw something and killed her.
You're super right. Yep.
Yeah, she survived the loop. We left because we came back for a ring because we were going to fucking marry her, and everyone was dead, and then Kyunosuke was like freaking out over her hanging body. He absolutely saw something and was like, I have to kill. He went completely bug fucking killed everybody. It's Rikako. She's the mastermind.
Yeah.
The sheep had told me that the opponent was a dream wielder.
Bedroom woman servant.
Bedroom woman servant, I was just about to say.
Yep.
自分の夢の中で陰謀を進めて
失敗して死んじゃったらまた最初から夢を見直してるとか
I think Kyonosuke has been saving the world in some of these loops, Hillary.
手がかりだ。
出られる
And each time, so she at the end of the first loop. Oh wait, no, the loop where she was stabbed, she ended up surviving. The very, very first loop, though, did she make it through? Yeah, she was she was still there at the end.
Well, no, she was eventually...
No, she was originally... No, she turned into the Omibito. That's what it was.
That's right.
She turned into the Omibito. And what likely happened is she was probably killed or died by being a Yomibito, and that's when the mist got us. Okay.
Yeah.
I fell silent. And after looking at the void before me...
頑張ってみる？
でもやっぱ一回は落ちたいな。
このマゾ。
やっぱ殺しすぎた記憶はヘビーだし、これ以上繰り返すのは辛いから忘れられなくてもちょっとくらい気分転換できたらなって。
気分転換で脳みそクラッシュか。大事な記憶を振り落とすかもよ。
それはきっと大丈夫。今の超重要な発見とかも春明さんと千恵美なら再び思いつけるはずさ。
互いが記憶を共有してることも忘れる。
そこまで忘れちゃったら逆にいいな。何も知らない春明さんとやり直せるチャンスかも。まぞい千恵美はここから抱き合って落ちるってシチュに結構ハマっているのです。どうせこれがそういうのの最後かもしれないしさ。
After all, I'd rejected her.
心中のお戦地を味わえてその次やり直せるってのは不謹慎だけど結構うまい話だなって。
君のそういう頭の働かせ方、本当に嫌いじゃない。
本当？好き？
好きだよ。
心の底から愛してる？
Oh. Right before I was about to talk, my mouth was closed shut. Her lips cut my words short.
やるじゃん。
しっかりしてよ、春明さん。どうせ忘れるならサービスして。
There was no guarantee we'd forget it. Oh well.
愛してる。千恵美のことが
Oh, damn.
愛しくてたまらない。
嘘くさ。
He did say before.
悪かったな。詐欺師っぽくて。
ほんとほんと。
Well, he kind of is.
私も好きだよ。
では。
With the hope of starting anew, forgetting all the nonsense, pain, hatred, and sadness, we innocently smiled at each other, and with shared hope, we jumped off the cliff. Distant light.
Hey!
Key 3! Okay. Do we want to watch Hint Corner?
I think so.
Yeah.
やったな大将。最後の鍵の一つ、キー3をゲットだ。早速、総括とヒントに移らせてもらうぜ。今回のバッドエンド3、題して、いろいろあって、
A bunch happens in Chiemi-chan's mind.
残った謎の一つ、芹沢千恵美の秘密がおおむね明らかになったわけだな。まあ、夫妻師春明としては相当ひでえ目に遭わされたみてえだが、一応は身柄が増えたってことでいいんじゃねえかな。ちなみに、このキー3で開くのは、6、暗黒の9、罠を選べだ。 またすげえ飛ぶことになるが、次はついにあんこのあいつと和解できる。楽しみにしといてくれよ。
Huh.
よし、今回はここまで。次も元気に死んでこい。
Right, okay. Chart. Come on. Okay. Darkness.
No, that's unlocked.
Select trap. Here we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, we did these.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what this was.
皆さんから見れば、
てめえがうさんくさいのと、狼かどうかは関係ねえ。
Oh, this is when we asked about Haru's love life.
Oh, hell yes.
What was I to do here? Yeah. Got it. Here we go. Just straight up. I'm upset that this is like this wasn't the first thing you thought of, that you had to be killed so many different times before you just thought to be considered, ask the old man about his granddaughter.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, Haruaki is growing as a person. He's learned some consideration for others, so
that's true.
It makes sense.
It's funny how these choices are like, what would Boner-san say versus what would an actual kind person say?
Yeah.
That was right. I literally just remembered. Did my memories carry over in a weird way because the method from back then was weird? Well, then again, this wouldn't be the first time my memories didn't carry over properly. Maybe I should have counted myself lucky for remembering it all. I had tons of things to think about. About the beast in the village. The giant monster. The dream enveloping Fujiyoshi, as well as the looping the sheep had told me about. But this wasn't the time to worry about that. The old man before me was one who'd survived the past tragedies in Fujiyoshi. With the old wolf guy being a pain to talk to, I had to rely on him instead. But how was I supposed to talk to him? It looked like there was just one way.
僕ですよ。
He's admitting he's the wolf.
狼は僕です。
Upon hearing that,
てめえが狼だと。
he didn't take out his gun. His expression showed nothing but total confusion.
わかりますよ。あなたの経験では、狼は絶対に自首しない。もちろん、人は嘘をつかない。とりわけ自滅的な嘘は。だからあなたは僕の真意が読めないんだ。
黙れ。
He finally pointed his gun at me, but his lateness told me just how hesitant he was. I controlled the pace of the conversation.
僕がこれを明かしたのは、僕がこの村の外で育ったものだからですよ。僕は、神様の呪縛にはかかっていませんから。
Not yet, anyway.
通しないか。まあいいです。とにかく、あなたがこれまで見てきたのは、よそ者のいない閉鎖的な宴でしょ。あなたの経験は、よそ者が混じった宴には通用しない。まあ、あまり警戒しないでください。僕に敵意はありません。
I sat down on the ground, extended my hurting leg forward.
撃っても、構いませんよ。
Yeah, fucking, I'll just loop back here.
ただ、過半数の合意を得ずに殺しをすれば、たとえ一日一冊の制限内でも違反になる。ご存知とは思いますが。
I confirmed that during my looping with Chiemi.
大勝ちはいい。
ようって言うんじゃないですよ。僕は、あなたに同情してるんです。
あ
I had to apologize to the Kaori-san and Haru-chan of this timeline.
おじいさんと孫で殺し合わなきゃならないなんて、ひどい話です。僕は、そんな局面で自分だけが生き残りたいなんて、思えないんですよ。ただ気が重いだけだ。だから、あなたに直接聞きに来たんです。
てめえ、今なんつった？
おじいさんと孫で殺し合わなきゃならない。
He didn't fire, but he sent a solid kick flying at my solar plexus, knocking the wind from my lungs.
てめえは、狼だから、嘘を言っとる。
もしそうなら僕はそもそも正体を明かさない。まあわかりますが、僕は確かに狼ですし、話してることは全て真実ですよ。
ならばなぜ言った？
こう言えば納得しますか？孫を殺したくないなら他の人を皆殺しにしてください。
Another kick. It came from my face and hit my head, making me see stars.
狼はくくる孫でも。
ええ、あなたはそう言うでしょう。僕、しかしそれは本気ですか？僕は命を懸けてここにいます。ただ一つ、あなたと腹を割って話したいから。だからあなたも腹を割って話していただけませんか？僕はただ納得して死にたいだけだ。そのためにあなたに聞きたい。これまでに参加してきた宴の経験則、あなたの人生観を支えてきた鉄の掟を取るのか、それとも孫を取るのか、教えてください、牧島勘三さん。
てめえは信用できねえ。
Of course he didn't. But he couldn't ignore or kill me either.
座られたらどうですか？どうせ僕は今一人では動けません。時間はまだあるでしょ
う。He silently sat down right before me, cross-legged. The conversation was slow and sporadic. He asked if I and Haruchan really were wolves over and over again. Well, what he was mostly conflicted about was whether or not to harm his granddaughter after all. Thus, I said
う。
this.
少し安心しました。
なんじゃ？
あなたがちゃんと悩んでいる。狼になった途端、殺人をためらわなくなったハルちゃんと違って。
ハルが？
ええ。香織さんもね。反対した僕は逆に殺されそうになりました。
狼になればどんなものでも心まで狼になる。春まで。なぜ？
あなたはこれまでの宴ではずっと人側だったんですね。前のことを教えてくれませんか？
Tell me about the old wolf guy.
Maybe we'll learn more.
Thus he started talking. He'd participated in 2 feasts in the past. This was his 3rd. But as far as he knew, there was another feast before that. It had happened about 60 years ago, shortly after he was born. The mists came and many died. It had coincided with World War II. Youths from both Kami Fujiyoshi and Yasumizu were drafted to the battlefield, so most of the ones who died in the feast were the elderly, women, and children. After that, I know, oof. After that, Yasumizu, which once had dozens of people, quickly deteriorated. Deaths weren't the only cause, some just fled.
その時のことはよくわからん。
どういう意味でしょうか？
知らん。狼が本当に出るとは誰も思うておらんかったと。
Huh. His explanation was so full of holes that I didn't really understand. However, it seemed like until the event during the war, the Feast of the Yomi Purge wasn't considered a paranormal event. Most couldn't believe that the Okami had actually appeared. It shocked everyone. They began to think that they'd angered the mountain. Some of the elderly believed that the Fujiyoshi blood spilled in the war had awakened the wolves. It happened just 60 years ago, but it greatly spread the darkness of the local superstition. Apparently, something that had happened in Yasumizu at that time helped too. Kanzo-san just said that people were killed, and I couldn't tell whether Kanzo-san didn't know the details, or if he found it so detestable he didn't want to say it. Whatever the case, the main topic of conversation happened a while after that. It was the other 2 feasts, the ones he'd participated in. He said that there were no mists for a whole 40 years after the feast in the war. The war ended during this time, and though some tried to fix it, Yasumizu was in an awful state. People died, the workforce was lost, poverty became worse, Some still living went to work away from home, causing the place to deteriorate even further. However, Kanzo-san felt that the main cause of this awful state was the darkness of superstition clouding the local hearts. Kanzo-san could remember how, when he was young, everyone just worked the fields with cloth over their faces, constantly afraid of something. Those cloths were an item used in the mountain Shinai festival. Their purpose was to prevent eye contact with Yomibito. Though Kanzo-san himself used it to keep the sun out of his eyes and to prevent his game from sensing his vision. But at the core, it was an unreasonable tool born of superstition. Anyway, as the village became more and more unreasonable, the mists came. It happened about 15 years ago. At that time, Tai-san and Chiemi, who was still in her first year of elementary school, were participating in an event in Kamifujiyoshi, so they ended up avoiding the incident. The two village heads, who were in Yasumizu right now, weren't here to begin with, while Takumi-san was already an adult working away from home. Haru-chan was born just a year before, and since her parents were on vacation, she'd also avoided the tragedy.
旅行ですか? 小さい子を連れて、安水から?
嫁は学校の先生じゃった。実家が隣町で、里帰りよ。
なるほど。しかしよく外のものを休みずに嫁入りさせる決心がつきましたね。ギリギリよそ者じゃないってとこですか。
もちろん、よう思わんものは多かった。
Especially Taiba. She complains about everything.
ぶつくさ言うたものよ。
あなたは反対しなかったんですか？
逆よ。この時期向こうの里に行けるなら安心じゃろう。逃げられたのはその時だけじゃったが。
Anyway, the only ones who'd experienced that feast and were still alive were Kanzo-san and the old wolf guy.
今のと何も変わらん宴じゃった。皆、最初はくくりたがらん。狼は迷わず血祭りを始める。駕籠者が名乗れば偽物も立つ。疑い合ってしまいには票で決める。起きてから外れれば汚れじゃ。掟に挑んだ者もおった。逃げて山ん中で死んだり、物意味をせんで死んだり。この宴で、樋口の跡取りも死んだ。
Yeah, that's right, we do about that.
安や吉の親父よ。
I'd heard of that. He was killed by the wolves on the first day. He was either wise enough for the wolves to see him as a threat, or they just hated him. Both were likely, but I didn't care about that now.
どうして長者であった彼が安水へ？
奴は安水にまともな水場を作ると言うて一人で乗り込んできよった。井口の中の争いで面倒を任されたに決まっとるが。
狙ったような時期に。
実際この時期に安水送りはよくある。てめえもそうじゃ、兄ちゃ
ん。なるほど。
It always happens at the same time of year.
いやしかし、よそ者をこの時期に呼ぶことは少なかったのでは？
そいつは確かだ。そもそも記者やらが安水に入ったのがねえことよ。
The fact that outsiders were invited at all was way more suspicious than the timing of it. Anyway, about 10 people died in the feast, and Yasumizu lost a third of its population. It was awful. Kanzo-san was just a human without any guardian. Half of the participants were old people who'd either experienced the last feast or were in the war. Naturally, they could make awfully cruel decisions, and some tried to go against the rules, leading to severe punishments at the hands of the corruption.
わしは何もできねえで、ただ恐ろしいのを隠して、むっつり黙っとった。
Oh, that explains why he's so outspoken now, like trying to get things done.
その時の一番のじじいが言った。肝臓てめえ、よく見とけ。わしらが死ねばお前が宴を回すんじゃ。そいつも狼に血祭りにされよったがの。
狼は誰だったんですか
？3匹のうち2匹は未だわからん。
Well, then wait, how did they win?
じゃが、
I'm sure he'll tell us.
最後にくくったのは、トールの、わしのせがれと同い年の娘よ。 今思い出してもゾッとする。器量の娘が鬼みてえな面でわしらを呪いながら縄にかかって落ちる時のその面をよ。
I knew that feeling well due to all my looping, but I couldn't really say it.
その後残ったもんで宴の始末して、もちろんじじいはフラフラしてやがったがな。
The old wolf guy.
戻ってきたタイバーとせがれたちにゃ事故が起きた。じゃが心配するな。そう言って聞かせ
That's
た。
a hell of an accident.
Yeah.
But wait, that still doesn't explain how they ended the feast and they only got one wolf.
なったもんよ。わしを夜便所に呼んだりして、じきに匠が戻ってきて、織部の神さんが安連れて休みぞ送りにされてきた。腹にはよしがおった。それが初めの宴よ。
ちなみに、宴が始まる前に、安水で何か事件は起きませんでしたか？
なんじゃ、それは。
何でもいいです。長者が目に留めそうな大きな事件なら。
その何年か前、ここら中で病が流行った。ありゃ、ひどかった。
それは、何の病気でしたか？
知らん。ひでえ腹下しの病だ。
Was that relevant?
じゃあ、その次の宴というのは
8年前、大雨の後、霧が出た。野里の工事現場が崩れて、何人だか埋まってから宴が始まった。
I already knew some things about that feast. During it, the children, Tai-san and Kaori-san, weren't coming for Jiyoshi, and it killed Haru-chan's parents. Gen-san, one of the survivors, mentioned something about the badger, and Haru-chan somehow survived the mist. Kanzo-san added more information to that. Takumi-san had been working away from home again, and Kanzo-san was the crow. He was absolutely certain that his son, Toru Makishima, was a wolf.
せがれは、せがれも、カラスだと。
Oh shit! Oh no!
嫁が、富子が泣きおる前で、わしとせがれは、罵り合い、てめえが狼だと、わめき合った。それで、しまいにはあいつと並んで、投票させられた。最後まで、あいつは言い続けた。自分が本物のカラスじゃと。それで、親父が狼じゃと。まっすぐな目で。わしは、自分がカラスでなけりゃ、信じたろう。その時も、ただ、じじいとばばあがあいつに入れただけで、わしもくくられる瀬戸際よ。それで、その晩に一人血祭りになって、あとは、わしを狼じゃと思って殺そうとした。
Oh, damn.
物意味を破った嫁の富子が、汚れを受けて。朝、霧が晴れた。
何ですって？血祭りの後に何もしていないのに、霧が晴れた？
Haru-chan's parents' final moments sparked some emotions from me, but I had to comment on that.
本当に血祭りでしたか？狼が何か間違えて、汚れを受けただけじゃ。
いいや、斧の一発、きれ。
その時までに、確実に葬っていた狼は何人いました？
狼3匹のうち、せがれだけよ。カラスのわしには、わかった。
The mist cleared with 2 wolves still alive? That was supposed to be impossible. The feast rules didn't allow that. Wolves can only die during the day, and since one of them killed someone during the night, the wolves had to be alive. Yet the mist cleared despite that? That was supposed to be impossible. Or maybe it was unnatural to assume that the mist, a natural phenomenon, was directly linked with the feast, a man-made one. If the mist was actually somehow controlled by humans, then maybe it wasn't unlikely for it to clear due to some mistake. Hey, fucking remember way back when we were up in Kami Fujiyoshi and I said, hey, everything they're doing is very cult-like, eating in the watering hole and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And having all the shared meals. Hey, I wonder if what they're fucking trying to do by manufacturing this feast, because now we also know that the mists always roll in when they start sending fucking people down here. They're trying to do something to wake that thing up.
Could be.
This is it. We have now we have walked squarely into Cthulhu territory.
Yeah, it is a Cthulhu cult.
It would make sense if that happened this time. It would also explain the Gensan thing. If he'd been a wolf and accidentally survived, it would solve the contradiction of Kanzo-san, a human, still being alive, while a wolf was able to leave that crucial bit of info. If there was a way to control the mist, it probably wasn't linked to the control of the loop. Still, maybe it'd be useful. I'd keep this in mind.
はるちゃんのことは
わしは聞いただけじゃ。春はせがれがくくられた晩に休みずに入ったかもしれん。が、誰も王ちゃおらん。
その次の日、霧が晴れたんですよね。
Had the mist cleared because of God?
とにかく、それで宴が終わって。
匠も呼び戻して、また、始末よ。
それで、はるちゃんがおかしくなって。
わしは、ただ、事故じゃと言った。お前の父ちゃんと母ちゃんは、霧に巻かれて、崖から落ちて死んだと。言えるわけがねえ。父ちゃんが狼になって、母ちゃんが駒じれになったなんぞ。
Oh man.
言えるわけがねえ。
I'm glad we're getting like the rest of this story now, like with Kanzo.
Yeah, I agree.
This is really like, damn man, poor Kanzo. Kanzo-san was unusually talkative. The strange wolf before him made the rough, silent old man reveal things he'd wanted to take to his grave.
あなたは、正しい。
それでも、春にとっちゃ、親が亡くなったことは変わらん。春は、おかしゅうなった。
狼つきですか。
それもよ。じゃが、素直なええ子じゃったのが、すねた、わがままな子になってしもうた。あんな格好をして、あの時に持っとった水筒を、未だに下げておる。
それは、どうかな。狼つきの件はともかく、彼女の態度や趣味が変わったように感じられるのは、あなたの気のせいかもしれません。
Yeah, that's her becoming a teenager.
Yeah.
あるいは、あなたがはるちゃんに対して壁を作っていたから、彼女も同じようにしただけかもしれない。
てめえに何がわかる？
But I do.
わかります。同じ狼ですよ。あなたが知れない彼女の内面を。彼女はびっくりするくらい素直です。いや、貪欲と言ってもいい。言われたこと、与えられたものをどんどん取り込んで、したたかに成長する。才覚と呼べるほど、素直でいい子だ。嫌味なしに、いい子、いい人間です。こんなことがなければ交際を申し込みたいほど、魅力のある少女です。
Just shoot him.
事件
He's
の
too old for
後、
her.
彼女に真相を蹴取られることを恐れて、距離を取って、何も与えることをしなくなったのは、あなたじゃないんですか、勘蔵さん。
He didn't get mad at me. He just cast his eyes down. This wasn't the energetic, strong hunter I knew, but an old man caught in the throes of regret. What a shame. It was so sad that this would become nothing but a dream. This exchange that could perhaps remove the wall between the old man and his granddaughter would be gone. Oh well. I'd have to solve it all anyway. I'd try to fix their family relations too. It wasn't necessary for Haru-chan and I to be wolves for my words to resonate with him.
狼3匹のうちせがれだけよ。カラスのわしには分かった。あんな格好をしてあの時に持っとった水筒を未だに下げておる。
I also solved a few more mysteries. This was a good time to end it.
さて、肝臓さん、そろそろ戻らなきゃ。みんなが心配します。
肩貸せ。連れて行く。
何を寝ぼけてるんですか？あなたには、狼を殺すか、人を裏切って人を皆殺しにするか、その二択しかないんだ。だったら、今僕を殺すか、僕をここに置いて、皆を殺しに行くか。そのどちらかでいいはずでしょう。あなたが、はるちゃんを大事に思っていることは、十分わかりました。かといって、他の人だって大事でしょう。僕と香織さんと、はるちゃんを殺せば、最低限の犠牲で勝利できる。投票にしろ殺人にしろ、あなたならそれができる。織部兄弟や匠さんや、ご老人たちや、長者たち。彼らにも罪はないんです。あなたは、それを決められる立場にある。宴でやらなきゃとか、眠いことを言わないでください。まあ、宴で同意を経て殺さないと、汚れを受けるんですけどね。ただ、あなたはきっと、汚れ覚悟で、人か狼かを皆殺しにかかることを選ぶでしょう。はるちゃんのために死ぬなら命はなくなるし、はるちゃんを殺して自分が生き残る選択は、あなたはしないはずだ。
わしにはわからん。
Man, imagine being in Konzo's position and just having this stranger out of nowhere blathering on.
Completely fucking call you out on all your shit?
Yeah.
てめえ、一体何を考えてる？
Would the sheep get mad at me if I said I just wanted to die quickly and naturally and move on to the next time? That was the absolute truth. But the thing I really wanted to say now was...
牧島勘三さん、僕はね、あなたが善人でないと困るんです。正しいと思う選択をしてください。
With that done, I closed my eyes. After a long, long period of hesitation, I heard a metallic sound come from his rifle. His breathing was already steady. He'd made his decision. It'd be bad for me if I just died here and there was no loop. However, I did find it sad that this man's resolve would become nothing but a dream. Oh, the name of the trophy I just got is Grandpas Are Weak.
Wow.
Hunter's Confession. Also, yeah, Hillary, if Rikako is the dreamer mastermind, yeah, she said, I wonder if what triggered the monster was killing all the locals except her. I'm starting to think maybe you're right. Because, okay, so here's the one thing that I'm kind of fuzzy on.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are Kiyonosuke and Rikako doing down there? Like they've set it up that Rikako is like, oh, she's the last of the Uematsu, but they've never said that like she was unwanted, just that she doesn't really have a place in Kami Fujiyoshi.
Right, which aren't really the same thing when you get right down to it.
Exactly. So, and then Kiyonosuke was sent down because he's a shitty doctor because he doesn't like corpses.
Yes.
So like his thing is kind of, which I think that's going to come up too, because hey, we still feel like the meat is like part of the Yomibito or whatever. Mm-hmm. Which honestly, the meat might be part of that fucking thing, the big thing, the monster.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that might be the condition, is that everyone has to die and Rikako survives in order to summon this fucking thing. Anyway, let's watch Hint Corner, and then I think we should call it.
Yeah, agreed.
Let's see what Chief-kun has to say.
早速まとめつつ次のヒントも言わせてもらうぜ。
ヒント Give me a hint.
今回のバッドエンド22題してじいさんの最初で最後の一発で死亡
I don't know if I call that a bad ending.
Yeah, I know.
ここで明らかになったのは安水の歴史だ。特に前回
Yeah, that bottle. I don't know anything about a fucking bottle.
I know, right?
秘密にも言及があったな。この情報は安水に潜む邪悪と対峙するために必要だ。が、そいつはちょいとヘビーな物語。
This whole thing is kind of been a bit of a grueling story. It's absolutely well written, but like, yeah.
つうわけで、
It's been a slog.
もしまだ未入手なら、5、基地の9、過ごし方はに飛んでみてくれねえか。そこには最初に手に入ったキー20で開く鍵がある。そこで軽く話でもして息抜きしてくるといいぜ。
Oh, well, okay.
よし、今回はここまで。次も元気に死んでこい。
死んでこい。
そういう夢だったってわけだ。
Oh my god.
Man, I'm having so many regrets. I can't believe we've been missing out on this awesome boy this whole time.
I know.
Oh well.
Also, in the background, it keeps saying "just a dream" repeatedly. That has all new meaning.
It sure does. Yes.
I don't like that. Yeah. Let me go ahead and save.
Just a dream, and I mean, you count sheep to go to sleep, and Hitsuji-san gave us 1 million sheep.
1 million sheep.
Crushed us with them. That was great.
Okay, there we go. And then, yeah, so he said wit. Somewhere in wit. We're not going to start it, but I just kind of want to see where it is, so we're prepared for next time. Here we go. How to pass
there it
time.
is.
And that's going to go into other shit.
Yep.
Oh, man. So, yeah. Goddamn. I think we got through a lot tonight.
Yeah, we got a lot of information. I feel like we're definitely coming up on the end. We're figuring this shit out.
I feel like the end is... Well, okay, so that last thing was... Well, real quick, let me... At the end of Darkness, there was a fucking... What was that? Who to Brutalize? Yeah, we have... Who to Brutalize 3. Yeah, okay, so there's 5. So 19 is one of them. 1, 3, 8, and 9. Do we have... What do we have?
We don't have 8 or 9.
Okay. Oh, you have like a list?
No, the little padlocks, if you have a key, they're unlocked. It's not very obvious, though.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. 3 is distant light. Okay, we got 3 when we jumped off the cliff with Chiemi there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, damn, we have almost all the keys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 more keys.
Yeah.
Ending loop and giant monster. God damn.
Holy cow.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I have a lot of thoughts. I hate to say it, Theresa. I think I'm actually starting to root for Haruaki a little bit.
I am too, because this has finally given us a glimpse that actually he is going to come out of this a better person than he was when he came into this.
Yeah, I think just that whole thing with Chiemi where they sort of confessed everything about all the loops, and it's really starting to feel like Haruaki has finally turned that corner from being a complete shitheel and framing it in the way that, you know, he had to really hit the rock bottom depths of depravity as a wolf to finally come out and be like, well, I'm gonna be a better person, but also Chiemi calling him on his shit, like how he always, he always says before he lies.
Mm-hmm.
Like now Chiemi is at a point where, like you said earlier, they're on equal footing. The power balance is no longer skewed.
Yeah.
Which makes them, honestly, I kind of like them now as at least as a duo, relationship wise. We'll see how it goes, but at least they were also like, they acknowledged that they either too good or they're not right for one another, and it could really go either way. And I'd honestly be okay with both, I think, at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I'd lean towards them, parting on friendly terms at the end of all of this shit, just because, like, they have been through so much awful shit. Like, I think Haruaki actually said it. They would be better off with normal people.
Right. And here's kind of like how I want it to go down, because I don't know. I have a feeling with the next session we might be wrapping it up. So I'm gonna make a bit of a prediction now. What I'd like to see happen is he does take her out of Yasumizu. Like they have that, they go off together. But I want it to be on the pretense that, like, yeah, maybe they'll go have fun for a little while and then they go their separate ways. Like let them have a little bit of of freedom together, but ultimately decide they've got to live on their own and do their own thing.
Also therapy, as Hillary said in the chat.
And yes, also therapy. But I think that would be the best case scenario.
Yeah, I think so too.
But man,
we
all
say
right.
From our old man and old woman rocking chairs.
Yeah, I know.
These damn kids.
Go find yourselves, you youngin, you dumb bastards. Yeah, geez.
Go get some therapy.
But man, I hope everyone is strapped in, because hopefully next time we'll wrap this up. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Receivable. Don't forget to follow our YouTube channel to catch any of the older episodes if you're just finding this now on Twitch. And we will see you guys next time. Have a good night.
Good night.